Good evening, good evening. It's Rant One here. Sorry about that. Yeah, been thinking. Wow. Abraham's covenant with the Most High, dealing with circumcision. Yeah, that's why I have these gruesome pictures up here. Yeah, I was wondering, what's the significance of it all? Was it good for us? Was it a good look? What's the big deal? It's very painful. And some of these men did it, as a grown-ass man, not as babies. At first in the beginning, but I just wanted to know, why would the Most High tell Abraham to mutilate his penis? You know? Oh, very gruesome. Very. Why would such a creator God do such a thing? To make us have less pleasure in fornication? Fornication. That's it's not good at all. All these verses saying not to fornicate or whatnot, or I guess commit adultery, but learning about exactly what's going on with the foreskin, you just have to go in. Here, I have an anatomy book. Yes. Yup. Real deal. So I'm looking for myself, I'm not too bright, but what's going on here? The gland's penis, the tip of the penis is covered with a loosely folding prepuce or foreskin. Circumcision removes the foreskin. Prepuce. What is that? What is that? How do you pronounce this?
Prepuce.
Prepuce. Oh. Wow. What exactly is that? It's another word for foreskin. There's one in the clitoris. What's that about? In the female anatomy, the clitoris hood, the prematum clitoris prepuce is a fold of skin that surrounds and protects the glands of the clitoris and also covers external shaft of the clitoris. Develops a part of the labia minora and a homunculus with the foreskin equally called prepuce in the male genitals. The clitoral hood is like a foreskin and composed of mucocutaneous tissues, and tissues are between the mucus and the skin. The clitoris hood is also important not only in protection of the clitoral glands, but also in pleasures. It is a erogenous tissue. Sounds important. So it is a foreskin, right? And would it be used for anything good? I mean, it's described as a prepuce, technically bordered term, and also includes clitoral hood in women, which we just read, and foreskin, and embryonical homunculus. The highly intervented mucous zone of the penis occurs at the tip of the foreskin. The foreskin is mobile, fairly stretchable, and acts as a natural lubricant. The foreskin of adults is typically retractable over the glands. Coverage of the glands are flaccid. Erected state varies depending on foreskin length. The foreskin is attached to the glands of birth and generally not retractable in infancy. Okay. The Worldwide Health Organization debates the precise functions of foreskin, which may include keeping the glands moist, protecting developing penis, and urethral and enhancing sexual pleasure due to presence of nerve receptors. So with the extra foreskin, you have more pleasure, which the Most High took away. Of course, He took that away, and it is protection. Yes, protection. 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 Protection against what? Protection against outside. Protection against what? Protection against the wilderness? So, going on an idea, if we are indigenous or whatnot, shouldn't we have our extra skin on our penises just in case we're getting chased by a freaking jaguar or whatnot? You know, we get brushed in a branch or something, or we fall down, you have the extra foreskin, just like every other animal on the planet Earth. And we will have it too if something was to happen in the bush, if you're trying to save a tribal. But somebody say take it off, take it off. So I'm just confused about it. It's not a good idea. Is that a good idea to perform circumcision in the bush? You tell me. I'm, like I said, rant ones likes to rant. I'm just saying. And you have all these foreskin labels of penis are slipping in and out vagina. Okay. All that and that. Okay. So it feels much better, 10 times better if you actually had it. That's what it's all saying. And it is protection. And one example will be the wilderness. So somebody said take that off no matter what. The penile sheath. That's what it's called for animals. Mammals have it. They all have it. They have it for protection. Almost all mammal penises have foreskins, although non-human cases foreskin is usually sheath, considered a perpetual sheath, which holds penis retracted. So somebody said to take ours off because we're not animals or something. I guess. I guess. Yeah. Do we have an example of this? Well, good old Tanakh over here. Yeah. Good old covenant, Abraham's covenant, yes, says, me and you, offspring follow, which shall every male among you be circumcised. You should be circumcised on the flesh of your foreskin, and shall be sign of covenant between me and you, and throughout the generations, every male among you should be circumcised at the age of 8. Yeah, I get you. Everybody circumcised. What else we got here? Oh, yes. The story of Dana. Yes, when she gets raped by Shechem, Sexum, son of Hamor, the Hivite. What is a Hivite again? What is a Hivite? Let's use no. What is a Hivite? That's Canaan, Hivites, and he birthed the Amorites. Is that this a Nephilim? I guess, right? Her, which means Sir, which is Horites, and Sir means hairy. So there's something special about them. Okay. So he ends up raping Dana, right? And they ask for marriage in hand or whatnot. But it doesn't happen. It basically ends up in them setting them up. The brothers. The son of Jacob came up and slain and plundered the town because their sister has been defiled. They seized their flocks and herds, asses, and all was inside town and outside, and all the wealth and children and their wives and all the houses, and they took captives and booty. So they set them up, and at first they had them circumcised, so they were sleeping in pain on the third day. They were in pain, and Simeon Levi, they went in and they slew all the males. So they used that circumcision against the enemy, knowing that it brought pain and all that bullshit. And it's very painful. I mean, they just did it as grown men. They just did it as grown men. And if you go back to the pictures, this is looking vicious. I don't know what kind of technology you had back then, but this is vicious right now. That's all I gotta say. Fucking, ugh. So you tell me about this circumcision and how important it is to you. I just gave you an example of how important it is, so. Rat1, signing out.